I was here in the school year 1988 to 89 taking a lot of economics classes. I loved it here. Unfortunately, I was crippled with chronic fatigue syndrome the whole time. Campus doesn't look very different. Now, this is in part because I am not the most visually astute, not the most sharp visual observer. But things look pretty much the same. That's Royce Hall. All-in podcast. It's a bunch of billionaires. There's nothing about being a billionaire that makes you a more astute observer of the news, a more gifted prognosticator, a more profound pundit. I'm glad that many of the blokes on the All-In podcast are supporting Donald Trump, and so to the extent that they share my values, I'm happy about that. But can't recall receiving much benefit from the All-In podcast. Apparently it's just about the number one general interest podcast. The 3-day summit looked cool. All-In summit, 3 days, charged just under $1,000 for admission. And they had J.D. Vance speak, Peter Thiel spoke, John Mearsheimer, Jeffrey Sachs. Had a lot of elites speak at the All-In 3-day conference, and then they had dinners where you could match up and sit next to people who shared your interests. A lot of people there who are going to play important roles in a Trump administration, presumably also a Kamala Harris administration. So a lot of elites apparently listened to the All-In podcast and attended this All-In summit. About 1,000 people, 2,000 people attended. They had event speeches all day, networking parties. Elon Musk spoke. Eric Weinstein was there. So you could just cozy up to the bar and talk to Eric Weinstein or a lot of your favorite intellectuals and gurus at the All-In podcast.